Most friendships have expiration dates. Nobody likes hearing that. We prefer to think that people who are closest to us today will still be there 20 years from now. But if you look back at your own life, you already know that's usually not how it works. And the reason nobody talks about this honestly is because we're being taught to experience every friendship that ends as something that went wrong, when most of the times nothing went wrong at all. Think about the friendships that you've lost over the years, not the ones that ended in conflict or betrayal. Those are easy to explain. The ones that quietly faded. Someone you used to talk to every day, and then less, and then almost never. And now you're not even sure how their lives look like anymore. No dramatic ending, just two people who slowly stopped being part of each other's lives. That's not failure. That's what happens when people are free to grow in different directions. For most of human history, your social world wasn't really something you chose. You were born into a family, a neighborhood, a community, and those people were just there, whether you liked them or not. Friendships from childhood lasted because everyone stayed in the same place, lived similar lives, shared the same context. The social structure held people together by default. That world is mostly gone now. Everyone moves. Everyone changes careers, changes cities, changes values. Someone gets into a serious relationship and disappears into it. Someone has kids and suddenly has no time for anything else. Someone quietly becomes a different person over a few years. And the thing that connected you stops being enough to keep you close. And because modern life rewards independence and individual ambition over collective belonging, it's easier than ever to drift apart without someone needing to take a decision about it. Same goes for any type of relationships, even the intimate ones. Something that used to almost automatically mean a beginning for something, like a commitment or a shared future, is now often just a moment. Something that happens and disappears without any explanation. Not because people have become worse today than ever, but because independence makes it easier to walk away from something complicated. Here's what actually causes most of the pain around us. It's not that people leave. People has always left, always changed, always moved on. The real problem is the expectation that they shouldn't. We grew up with this idea that the right friendship is permanent, that if something ends, someone must have done something wrong, or you must have failed somehow. So every time a friendship naturally dissolves, it gets processed as a loss rather than a transition. But what if most relationships are just meant for a chapter? The people you needed at 16 were right for that version of you. The friends you made at 22 fit who you were then. So when you change, when you start taking your own direction seriously, when your values shift, when you decide to live differently from the people around you, it's almost inevitable that your social world changes with you. That's not something being wrong. That's evidence that you're actually moving forward. When you stop trying to fight the natural rhythm of relationships coming and going, something shifts within you. The aloneness that used to feel like a problem starts to feel more like a space. And most people, if they're honest, have something they've been meaning to do with that space for years. An idea, a project, something to build or figure out. And the reason it hasn't happened yet isn't usually lack of ability. It's that maintaining a full social life demands a lot of energy, and there was never enough left over. The people who seem to navigate this best aren't the ones who stopped wanting connection. They just stopped making it precondition for everything else. They built something that felt meaningful on its own terms, and connection came and went around that rather than being the whole foundation. Most people will spend years waiting for their social life to stabilize before they start living the way they actually want to live. Waiting for the right group of people, the right sense of belonging, the right feeling of not being alone. And that wait can go on for a very long time, because the stability they are looking for doesn't really exist in the same way they imagine it does. The friendships that last aren't the ones you forced to continue past their natural end. They are the ones that survived when both people kept growing in directions that still had room for each other. That cannot be manufactured. That's why you should focus on your own direction and then see who is still there.